celebrating the baby boomer lifestyle. This is Boomer Life with Stirling Faux on AM 650.
Welcome back to the program. In studio with us today, our resident appliance expert, Jack McIver from McIver's Appliances down there at 610 Southeast Marine Drive in Vancouver. We're talking about the washers and dryers, the Hibsch washers and dryers that you sell at McIver's. During the break, Jack told me a funny story. These don't all go to people with Kerrisdale addresses or Burnaby addresses. Some of them get out to some pretty odd, isolated locations. Tell us about your friend up there on one of the Gulf Islands.
Well, it's Nelson Island, which is up in near the on that lake. They flew a few years ago, and there's also across the way is Texada Island.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Which a customer I've had for many years. She moved from Vancouver up to Texada, and she has a propane dryer and a washer. And with that's the idea with those machines, is because they're durable enough. You can leave them outside. They have zinc coated cabinets. They don't rust.
Mm-hmm.
They're good for industrial use. So, and
they travel well, apparently.
And you get it on the outside of the plane across the floats.
And convert to natural gas or propane without problem.
Yes, well, they come natural, and then we just convert them to propane. We do sell a lot of gas dryers. We're more of a mechanical sales company. We don't have contractors do our stuff. We do everything ourselves. I'm an expert on propane products myself.
Now, let me just follow up on that point, because we're kind of at the point where we should talk about service and the kind of service you and your crew are able to deliver. For example, if I go to McIver's Appliances, I take a look at one of these Hibsch dishwashers, and I really like it, and I buy one, then a McIver's team is going to deliver that to my house and install it in my house. If I go to a department store and buy a dishwasher, they'll be happy to sell it to me, but they will not deliver it to me. They'll have some trucking contractor, third party, come and deliver it to my house, and those people may or may not know what they're doing, right?
Yes, and that's on both counts. It's escaping any responsibility for anything.
And so when there is a malfunction or a problem of some kind and there's service required, who then? Now, if there's a problem with a McIver's appliance, I call you up and I say, Jack, got a bit of a problem here. No problem. We'll have somebody come out and have a look, or if you can bring it in, do that. If I call the department store, what's going to happen there? Because they don't have a service tech that's going to jump in a vehicle and come out and check it out.
Well, if it's a Whirlpool product, or a Maytag product, the Whirlpool company have contractors that go out and take care of warranty.
All right. Okay, so that part is subcontracted by. But again, there's a step between the outfit that sold you the unit in the first place and the service and maintenance that happens after you buy it.
Remember earlier in this conversation, you said to me, what's different about you, Jack?
Yeah.
Competence. That's the big difference. I really know the appliance business better than anybody I've known. I know what makes it work.
Right.
And I know how to make the stuff work, and I know what to sell.
And the people
knowing how to hold them and how to fold them basically is...
Well, yeah, and the people who work with you are also trained up to your standards.
To that standard, yes.
Well, then that makes an
it ain't
enormous
easy
difference.
either.
No, I'm sure it isn't. Now, are all the people who do service work also people who rebuild appliances for resales in the store?
There isn't hardly any companies rebuilding appliances like they used to, but we do right now. We've got 2 ancient double oven gas stoves with griddles in them.
Okay. One
is propane. They want it brought up to par. And the other one's, it's going to be a restoration they're going to remodel the kitchen, and they want to put this double oven gas stove back in. So I'm good on those. I've done hundreds and hundreds of rebuilds on appliances. We rebuild appliances every month. These are 2 units that have come in. I looked this morning and there was a 110-volt dryer sitting there that had come in, and the person wants. A lot of appliances are brought to us by customers.
Right.
And then we take selected trades or selected appliances that we take away, and we'll bring them back up to par. And a lot of the appliances that we choose to fix will last longer than the brand new low-end stuff that's out there.
Right. And that's simply because of what you had to start with in the first place.
And I can tell you one thing, every piece of crap that comes into out of people's houses with a computer in it goes for scrap to ABC Recycling.
Just not interested.
I won't put it back in the system.
Just not interested.
No, I'm evil. I'm evil.
and cynical and
Cynical.
experienced.
Yes.
And it's the experience part that says
Yeah.
it really isn't worth my time or effort.
Well, I don't want somebody to. You patch the thing up and you sell it to them, and it comes back to haunt you. So why do that? Why not just give it a good place to go, and that's to the cruncher?
And if someone wants to purchase a rebuilt appliance, there are plenty of options available, just not the computer driven.
That's correct.
So it's not as though there's no alternative. Quite the opposite.
No, the thing is that what appliances have been successful are the ones that are simple and well made.
Right. And that's where you started.
I think that's probably a good thing in a lot of other things too.
I think it is. And, when we were talking and we began this conversation, you were talking about, McIver's has been around for 50 years. And so
Right.
I started asking you about what was different from you and your competitors in those days. And you said, well, we all sold really good quality stuff back in those days. And that's just not the case anymore at all. It's a different game altogether, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm a throwback.
And thank goodness for that. Thank goodness that at least somewhere on the spectrum of options for those of us who are shopping. And again, we keep coming back. Appliances cost a fair bit of money, so you want to shop. You want to be careful. You want to spend your money wisely. You want to get a good bang for the buck. And in terms of definitely adding a stop on your shopping trip. Make sure that you stop at 610 Southeast Marine Drive. Say hi to Jack and the team down there at McIver's Appliances. Jack, wonderful to see you again.
Thank you, Stirling. Nice seeing you. I've known you a long, long time.
That's right. So come back and we'll kick it around again next month.
Okie doke.
This is Boomer Life. See you next time.